Okay, everyone, welcome back to my DDLC Let's Play. Hey, guess what? I actually have some fucking battery this time. Yeah, you didn't think that, did ya? No, I actually came. I'm pretty much half charged at this point, so it's easily gonna last me 20 minutes. All right, let's not stall any longer. Let's just dive right into it, shall we? All right. It's pointless to start with basic introductions. You know what this is, I ain't gonna tell ya, so let's just hop right back in. We are at the point where Sayori is stupidly hit her head. Stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayon soap, that's good. Hey Alex, this kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? Tense as a rock. You know, how we used to play outside all the time? How I was trying to keep up with you? You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Still is. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You'd try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. It really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Good to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Alex, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Alex, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that, so it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sawyer hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. You're back! Good timing, I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your head. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf! Well, at least she's honest. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically cleanses around herself. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Sayori, I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Alex. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. And you're being a dick again! I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, again, same order. Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri. Starting with Monica. Hi again, Alex. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I'll go for a poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. In case you don't get it, yeah, it should be pretty obvious by now, but I won't spell it out for you. You'll just have to figure it out on your own. But at this point, it's essentially revealed what Monica really is. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. And here's the second confirmation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? This should make it pretty obvious what Monica is by this point. But again, I'm not saying it outright. But I'm pretty sure you'll know. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. She's probably going to despise it. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, that was a compliment? Haha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type, all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Also, that's where that line is from. I was figuring, like, oh, Jesus. Sorry, in case it just scared you, but I just figured out what the line on the Natsuki poster from the website is. It's from this poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Alright. Sayori? Oop. Nearly dropped my camera.
Alex, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
This is actually new dialogue. I thought that the dialogue from Purist would have been the same, but I guess it's changed in a couple of ways. So this is actually new dialogue for me, considering this is the first time I'm actually purely doing the Sayori route. Or any of the routes. This is the first time I'm purely focusing on one of the girls. Sayori, in this case. I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me I haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Wait.
Stop thinking weird things, idiot! I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
Stop being a dick, Alex! Seriously, is it too much to ask to just stop being such a jerk? Jesus! You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? Is it so much to ask to just be a little bit more accommodating? Jesus. At least he does the head pats. I pet Sayori's head.
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if I'm screaming too much, but I just can't handle the douchiness. Jesus Christ, dude. Let up.
Maybe.
Sayori starts fumbling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Alex, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. Oh shit, she broke a pencil? But being inattentive of her surroundings, she just bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, and he's shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. And here it is. This one is bottles. This is a more implicit indication of how Sayori really feels. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Yeah, pretty dark. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. Probably not. Well, probably not in a different way. She doesn't have the time to drop it. Again, no spoilers. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be so pessimistic. Alright, last one. Yours, she's probably going to despise it the most, but I mean,
let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Alex. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry too much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain during, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. It's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay, this one needs some explanation. Basically, the raccoon is a metaphor for like a guilty pleasure she does. And the bread is her feeding into it. That's all I'll say because her little guilty pleasure is a lot more serious than you might think. And if I say it outright, then it spoils it a lot for what's going to happen in Act 2. So just keep in mind, Yuri's got some issues. All of them have issues, coincidentally. But Yuri's and Sayori's are probably the most noticeable once you discover them.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Well, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Huh?
She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Okay, this is gonna take a long time, so is it about the festival? We're gonna pause it here because there's gonna be a little extra scene with all four of the girls reciting their poems, like they picked for the festival. So it's gonna take a while to get to the end of the day, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save here because I've just reached the 20-minute mark. That is DDLC for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, you probably will. This is just an amazing game, so yeah, keep up the support. I know you're silently watching, and I seriously hope you'll get more time to watch this at some point, because it's worth it, man. I promise you.